Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Build Your Best Life. Come on in and like, share. You can even start a watch party. Just come on in. Come on in, come on in. Well, good evening and welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. I'm super excited to have you here with me today, wherever you are viewing from. You know that obstacles come up in our young men's lives every single day. They have everything coming at them all at once. Homelessness, lack of self-esteem, lack of education, generational curses, financial issues, so many other things. But my platform is designed to assist high school age and young adult males as they follow my basic principles to overcome these obstacles and to build their best lives. You see, I believe it is better to train early rather than to fix later. So that is my reason for being here. And I'm super excited about my theme for this month. Life is like football. I thought I'd change up a little bit today. I have been demonstrating and showing you all my Steelers gear. I'm a Steelers fan, but I thought I would change it up a little bit today and go with my home team, the Jaguars. And today I will be talking about who's helping whom. Who's helping whom? Are you selfish or selfless? Do you try to help others, encourage others, put a smile on someone else's day, or is it always all about you? Well, remember, there's always someone else that is worse off than you. You know, sometimes we take for granted all the things that we have, shelter and food and clothing. As when I started, I listed all these obstacles that some people have in their lives, and many of us are blessed not to have any of those, yet we are still not satisfied. We can always find those things that we do not have. But when you are feeling at your lowest, there is someone who may come to encourage you, because everyone has someone assigned to assist you. So if you see someone and they look like they are down, something is not going quite right, you may be friends and you're used to seeing them with one type of personality, but all of a sudden you're seeing something totally different. So you know that something is going on, but it may be a stranger. And if you take the time to listen to others, which means that is listening to them, their words, their actions, their body language, or whatever, you will see that you will run into a lot of people that needs encouragement. So you never know who you are helping, but it's all about encouraging others. So I thought I would give you some tips on what can happen in your life and the lives of others when you take the time to encourage or help someone else. And it's just like with football. It's a team sport. If they don't work together, play together, communicate together, they're not going to have a successful team. So there may be a player, like say you, may be not having the best day at practice. You keep missing your balls. You're supposed to be catching and driving down the field, and you miss pass after pass. But then you look over and you see that the wide receiver is having a worse day than you are. So are you going to sulk and just think, well, it's all about me? Or are you going over and try to encourage your teammate? Well, if you are on a good football team and you are with encouragers and motivators, you work well together, you play well together, and you suit up and you go out there together, more than likely you are going over and say something to that wide receiver that will encourage them, that they can feel like, hey, you know, I was feeling kind of down, but that made me feel good. My teammate came over and you know, just said one or two words and I feel much better. So just like that happens in football, such things happen in life as well. So it would do us all a benefit to others if we step up our game. So the first thing I want to tell you is that when you encourage someone else, when they have given up, maybe they lack confidence, you will have joy in seeing when they succeed. So it's a person and there's something happen and they are just feeling like, I'm just not going to make it. Let's just say it's someone and it's almost the end of the semester in school and they have been working, trying to do their best in the class, but they feel like, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to fail this final exam, and all the money that I pay for this course is going to go down the drain. I just can't do it. But if you walk up to that person and say, hey, what's wrong? And they say, hey, no, it's all good, man. No, man, I see you looking down. What's up? What's up, dog? You tell me what's up. Well, you know, this class has really been a struggle for me, and I'm right there on the borderline. If I don't do well on this final exam, I'm going to fail this class. Well, man, what make you think you're going to fail the final exam? I see you hitting the books now. Go ahead and study. You don't have to fail just because, you know, as you went on in the course during the semester, you probably picked up some different skills as far as studying or whatever. So don't feel like you're going to fail this test. Man, just keep studying. Have a positive attitude. You can pass this exam. You can do well. You know, I hadn't thought about it like that. Okay, I'm going to continue to study, and hey, all I can do is do my best. So I'm going to go there tonight, and when I finish studying, get something to eat, maybe take a quick 15-minute walk and come back and take the exam and do the best I can. Well, when you see them the next day and they tell you, hey, guess what, man? I made a 92 on that exam. I could not believe it. Man, why you couldn't believe it? You've been studying, you've been putting in the work. I told you, you was all down. Now, if you had been feeling negative and went to take that exam, you probably would have failed. But you were upbeat, you continued to study, you were well rested, and look what you did. Isn't that amazing? But not only did they pass the exam, they are passing the course, but don't you feel good that you didn't just keep walking when they said, oh, nothing, that you stayed there, found out what was going on with them, and encouraged them. Because they listened to your advice, they succeeded, and that will make you feel good as well. So that is one reason it is an excellent idea to encourage others and be there for other people. Good evening, Dan. Good evening, Deacon Holmes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Haven't missed much. I was just on my first point. I'm going to my second point now. Encouragement sometimes leads to someone placing their trust in you. So they have confided in you, and you have shown them that, hey, you will listen, you'll be there for them. What they confided in you, they didn't hear it anywhere else. And guess what? You may end up being genuine friends, but only because you saw someone that needed encouragement. You weren't selfish. You took the time out to say an encouraging word, read the scripture with them, or remind them of something in the Bible that you've read, or something that your parents or someone has told you, or you've heard in church. But those words that you took the time to say really made an impact on them, and it uplifted them. And because you took the time to be there for them, they're like, hey, you know, that's a really nice person. And, you know, I told them that, and they could have just went out and just blabbed it everywhere, but they didn't. They helped me, and they were trustworthy. And my husband is like that. You know, a lot of times it can be someone he doesn't know very well. It can be someone he knows. But if he sees someone and they are lacking in whatever area, if it's finances, if it's illness, they're having problems with their children, he will encourage them. He'll pray with them. He'll, you know, do you need some anointing oil? He'll go and make sure that they have oil. He will, you know, just do whatever to encourage them. And it doesn't matter, you know, who it is, what time it is, whatever he can do, you know, he'll do it. So, you know, that is one of the things that I love about him, because I can remember when I knew him and we were just friends, that, you know, he was just that type person. He always took interest in helping others, trying to find out what was going on with you and being there for you. So sometimes when you encourage people, and it may, like I say, it might be someone that's new to your area at work, it may be someone new to your church, your neighborhood, or whatever, and you start talking to them, and you just strike up to be like spirits, you get along well, you love their personality, and because you were there to encourage them, you may end up being friends. So that's another reason to be there for someone. Good evening, Agnes, and good evening, Tamika. Thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, number 3. Sometimes when you take the time to encourage someone else, guess what? You will actually get a different perspective of that person. You know, I guess you say, well, why is that? You know, because many times you may think that you know somebody. You know, you look at them from afar, maybe someone you see at church, and you see how they interact with other people. So you just feel like, oh, you know them. And so you you come up with your own perspective of what type of person you think that is. That's a mean person. Oh, they're very friendly. Oh, I don't like that lady. She's snobbish. She thinks she bougie. Or look at him. You know, he got all the nice physique. Who does he think he is? You know how we do. But if you get an opportunity to really sit down and talk with that person, your perspective may be so wrong, so off, that when you take the time to sit down, talk with them, find out what's going on with them, you'll find out, hey, you know what? She is not at all who I thought she was. Yes, she may dress nice, but her personality matches the way she looks. You know, I've never seen a nicer person in my life. She never says anything negative. I never hear her gossiping. Whenever she calls me, she just says whatever it is she needs to say. She's off the phone. Wow. I didn't know that's who that person was. And you have to give yourself the opportunity to get to know people, to learn them. Because, you know, some people just don't smile. It could not be, it may be that not one thing is wrong. They're just as happy as they can be, but they just have they're not frowning or anything. They just have this bland look on their face. You know, it's just straight, you know, the straight lips. When we see the little emojis, the little straight lips. So it's not frowning, it's not smiling. It's just, you're like, I don't know about them. Hey, have you ever tried smiling at them? It is really hard. You have to try it sometime. It is really hard when you smile at someone and they don't smile back. Now, if they don't smile back, either they are a horrible person or they are really, really hurting and they need someone to talk with them and encourage them. So in either case, if you don't talk with them, you're never going to know which one it is. Is that someone that I can encourage and talk to? You know, you may be saying, you know, see someone outside every day, your neighbor, next door neighbor. Hey, man, how's it going? Oh, you got it, dog. It's good, it's good. But he's never smiling. Like, oh, he never smiled. He can come outside with the kids, he never smiled. But every time you see him, he's either sitting outside in the front yard or he's in the backyard. You'll see him sitting in the car. He's got his phone. You're like, what is going on with him? Well, if you sit there and try to judge what's going on with that person because they're not interacting, and it's like, that's just really strange. You'll never know. That may be a neighbor that is next door to you. They lost their job. They've been out of work for 3-4 months. They don't have food. They got 2 small kids. Their lights are off. So that's why they're mostly outside, because it's dark inside. They're in the car because they can play the radio in there or whatever. They can see some things on their phone. But if you don't take an interest of, okay, you know, before, you know, he was a little friendlier. He even came over here and helped me when I was trying to trim my hedges. Like, at least, you know, holler at a brother. You go and say something, you know, not trying to be nosy or anything like that, but you can see that there's something different going on. Hey, man, just thought I'd come over. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, nothing. You know, I'm good. You sure, man? You said you're good, but your face don't look like you good. You know, what's going on? You can tell a brother what's going on. Well, man, you know, I got these kids over here, and with COVID and everything, I lost my job 4 months ago. I've been applying different places, and I know I don't have a lot of skills that a lot of the places have been looking for, so I haven't been able to get work. And right now, my lights are out. You know, so you know. Don't have much to smile about, but it's okay. I know God is good. It's you know, it's okay. It is what it is. But as long as I can scrounge up something for my kids, you know, it'll be all right. Man, why didn't you say something? Oh man, so sorry to hear that. And you know, they probably, you know, don't feel good telling you that because they feel like, oh, they're going to tell the rest of the neighbors. They're going to say this or that. Well, you know, I got to go back in the house, you know, good talking to you. You'll have to say a word. If you have something in your house immediately that you can share with them, if you have a food pantry at your church, make a phone call, see what you can get them. If you know someone that has some kind of job or job service and maybe they can get a couple of days work, call them up, do what you can. And you don't have to go all to the front door with these bags of grocery or whatever, even if you have to go to the store and pick up some things. You know what kids like. Go around to the back door. Hey, man, come on, step out back, you know, come to the fence. Got something for you. Man, don't ever be over here like this, man. How much is your light bill? And I'm not saying loan it to them, because if you loan it to them, they don't have a job. They don't know if they'll be able to pay it back. And if you loan it to them, they don't give it back, then you might get upset with them. So if you have a couple extra dollars, or you can spare having their lights turned out so the kids won't be in the dark, hey, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. But if you don't reach out and say things to people and try to encourage them and help them, you'll never know what's going on with people. You know, and if you're like me, I feel like that I have been blessed, and I have been in places where people didn't know what was going on in my house. But, you know, I made it through. But so, like I'm saying, you never know what's going on with someone else. So if you can be a help to someone, then you need to do that. You need to always encourage others, help them, and it will come back to you. So but you don't do it just so, you know, yeah, I want to go help him because, you know, yeah, what they say, you know, if I give it, it'll be given back to me. No, if you're not giving it from your heart, keep it. Don't give it. But if you want to open up and help somebody, you will get the benefits. But it has to be from your heart. Another thing, it can open up opportunities for you. You never know, just because someone is down today, that does not mean that they're going to stay down, you know. And some people are okay, you know, if they fall, they just might just lay there and wallow, you know, it's okay, you know. And then if somebody does start giving me something, hey, you know, this okay. But other people are not like that. You know, life happens, but I don't have to stay down there. I can do what I have to while I have to, but I'm still going to try to do my best to get back up on my feet and do what I can. And you don't know that person that was down and you were able to help them. You gave them $25 and they get back up on their feet and become a millionaire. You may need something one day. You gave them $25, they may give you $1,000. And we remember the story about the pursuit of happiness. You know, that was a true story. That man was so broke, his wife left him with their child. And he was what? He was homeless. He didn't have anything. Wore out his shoes, didn't have anywhere to live. You know, he was doing the best he could with his child. But hey, it all came around and he got better. So I'm pretty sure that he remembered anybody that attempted to assist him during that time, if anybody helped. Because I think in the version of the story that we got, I don't remember anybody really helping him, but you know, the guy that worked at the company to, you know, tell him what he needed to do in order to learn how to trade. But you never know who you're talking to. You know, a lot of times we don't help people, or we don't give people, I'm giving them my money, they ought to get a job, they ought to do this. You never know when you're entertaining angels. So that may be someone that God sent to test you, but you're going to sit there and be all tough. Just you know, think about it. If you can help somebody, help somebody. I know somebody, and I'm not going to call their name, but, you know, when they have things, they have nice things. Some things are brand new. Some are slightly used. They're clean. They're beautiful. They rather give them to someone else than to have a yard sale or to donate it to somewhere that's going to resell it. They'll take it in the goodness of their heart. They just go and give it to somebody to help somebody. You know, ask them one day, did they have an extra bed? And it's like, well, no, I don't have an extra one. It's someone that needs one. No, my kids don't use theirs right now. I give them theirs and I get one later. But that's someone that wants to help people, encourage people, and do it from their heart, not to see what they can get or anything, because they're good soil. So when you follow those type people, those are the kind of people that you should want to hang with. If you want to go somewhere, be somebody and be the right type person, those are the type people that you should involve yourself with. And like I say, and then it is a 360. It's a 360. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. So you encourage and help someone today, someone may encourage you another day. So I don't know if you've ever, you know, sometimes you get that phone call when you least expected. You weren't looking for a phone call, but you get a text or a phone call, or sometimes an email or a card in the mail. I was thinking about you. And you know, that's something good to do. And I know sometimes I feel good because a lot of people don't send cards anymore, but I know my sister's a big component of sending cards. So, you know, she'll send a card out of the blue. My friend Brenda Grant, she likes to send cards. So for Mother's Day and birthdays, you can look to get a card in the mail, and it makes you feel so good that you go to the mailbox and you open up and hear someone there thanking of you. You know, here it is. So you can just, you know, be down and, you know, like I say, nobody knows what's going on, but you get that text. Hey, thinking about you today. Just wanted to, you know, send you this word of encouragement. They send you a little animated spiritual quote or something. That means a lot to people. You know, we take it for granted, but it really does mean a lot to some people. It can really help. Because I know that's one thing that's on my list of to-dos I'm trying to do a better job of. But I love people. I love my family. Oh my goodness. But I have like so much on my plate, and it's my fault. I have all this stuff on my plate. However, I realized that I have to take the time out to, hey, I haven't talked to this one this week. Let me call her. I haven't talked to this one. Let me text them. Oh, I haven't talked to this one. Let me see where they are. You know, because one of them, you know, he sleeps while everybody's up and whatever. So I don't like to wake him up. So I have to see, you know, where is he? I'll have to send a word by his wife or whatever. But it's nice to reach out to friends, new friends, old friends, somebody you haven't talked to in 5 years. If they're your friend, they're your friend. Hey, I know we hadn't talked for a while, but I was thinking about you. That's genuine. You don't know it could be at a time when they was sitting there like, you know, I just don't have anybody. I'm just so lonesome. I'm just sitting in this house. I don't have anything to do. I've organized everything I can organize. So just reach out to people and, you know, do what you can do. And this is my last one. And to me, this is the big one. If you reach out and encourage someone else, say a kind word to someone else, send a card to someone else. You see someone that looks like they're down, they're sitting next to you in church or wherever, you know, hey, how's it going today? You know, do you want me to pray with you? Whatever. But if you do this, guess what? It will help change the world one person at a time. Just think about it. If we can change this world, I know there are millions and millions of people, but if every day each one of us can change one person every day, one person a week, just think how great that would make, how much better that would make the world if we could make one person feel better. So I leave that with you. You know, so if it's someone that you haven't reached out to in a while, someone on your deaconess board, your usher board, your sorority, your fraternity, your class, a friend from church, a senior, send them a card. Call them up, send them a text, do something to encourage them. You know, I just can't say enough. You encourage one person, that is a blessing in itself. So just take the time out to do that. And you'll just see how much better it will make you feel. And hello, Alvita. Thank you for tuning in. But I thank you again so much for tuning in today. And if you did not get an opportunity to see this in its entirety, please go back once we're off live and view the entire video. If there's someone that you think that it will help them, please give them a call, text them, give them the link, tell them where to find it so that they can view it. But if I can encourage one person to help one person to encourage someone else, then I think I feel a little bit better tonight. So again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And please, as always, visit my website. I do release a new blog every Monday on my website. Each Monday, a new blog comes out. And also you can see my calendar of events, things that I have scheduled for the remainder of the year. I have about 3 big events later on this year. Gratefulness in November. You can give a child a gift they will have forever in December. The Chucks with Chucks for Pearls and Earls will be back on December the 18th. So just always check out my calendar of events as well. I am visit my web store where you can see my list of services that I offer. I do speaking engagements, webinar speaking, coaching, consultations, and you can get an autographed copy of my book, Be Your Best Life. It will help you to be your best life or help you to assist someone else in building their best life. You can go on my website and get your autographed copy. If you like ebooks, you can go to Amazon.com and get an e-copy of the book. As well, on Saturday, we're going to have Real Talk. And this Saturday, Real Talk is going to be with Carol and Anastasia. So please tune in and show them your support. It's real topics, real friends with real talk. Friends discussing trending topics that are impacting our young men. This Saturday, they will be talking about good is not good enough. Good is not good enough. You always got to try to do the extra. You want to be your best at everything. And we got to start doing that early. And then on Tuesday, September 28th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please join me with my leaders chat. And Catherine Trotter from Jacksonville, Florida, will be my guest. So please tune in on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't wait to engage. As always, remember, as you travel on your road to being a better you, there will be distractions, pitfalls, rough terrains, and detours. Don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be a better you so that you can build your best life. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. Thank you so much. Love you. Be blessed. Be safe out there. Those numbers are still not going down. Be safe. I love you. I want you to be around for a long, long time. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Enjoy your weekend. I love you. Bye-bye.